Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Salmon17. I apologize if my hair is dirty. Things have been kind of hectic lately. I've been taking care of my dog. My mom got sick today, and I've been doing a lot of things. And for you guys who actually checked out my community tab, you know, this is a video I wanted to do for a while, but I'm gonna make it quick and short because it's nighttime in Latvia and my family and my parents are gonna come back from the party, and my sister, I don't know where the fuck she is, but I wanted to make it a short video, and that video is finally, for the first time for so many years, I finally got my own PSP console. Yes, you're not blind, guys. This is an official PlayStation Portable in my hands. This is crazy, man. Like the fact that I own this console and actually playing games on it is crazy. Because for those who don't know, I've been ever since when I was younger, ever since I got the PS2, when I heard about the PlayStation Portable, basically it's a handheld system that runs PS2 kind of like games, and I was like, dude, I have to have this, but I didn't get it because my family hate the gaming, and two, they always, like I said, they hate gaming basically, and also game consoles back in the day were expensive. I bought this used PSP at a gaming store, at a retro gaming store that sells used consoles and also games for all their systems basically. And also at that gaming store at the second floor, there's a gaming museum. If you guys want me to go back to that gaming museum and send you some photos that I for that museum. It's not very big, but the fact that there's a museum like this is insane. But overall, I finally bought a console from that game, and a handheld console, and I freaking love the PSP, man. Like, this is the 1000 model, and I need to do some tinkering with it. Like, I need to buy a bigger battery so the console can run longer, and also a bigger memory card. It only has 4 gigabytes of memory, and it's slowly running out because I've been downloading PS1 games on the system on the PSP, yes, and also I downloaded a Game Boy Advanced emulator so you could play my favorite Pokemon game, Pokemon Fire Red, on the go. But I bought the 1000 model. It comes with a charger, and it also came with an official PSP, like a case or something like that, where you put it in like this, like seating a sword, and then boom, my PSP is inside there, as you guys can see, and that is crazy. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to play any of the I did play some PSP games, but I played them on my friends' PSPs. Oh my god. Man, I was so jealous back in the day that everyone I knew got a PSP. Well, one of my classmates has a PSP. One of my friends has a PSP. One of my mother's colleagues' sons has a PSP. Everyone had a PSP except for me, and that is crazy. Like, I know everyone is just going nuts about Nintendo. Oh, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 2DS, 3DS, and everyone is just going nuts about it. I know I do have a handheld console. I do have a Nintendo Switch, and one of my biggest problems with Nintendo Switch is how it's a neat gimmick console, yeah, but the problem with Nintendo Switch is the fact that it's way too big to carry around everywhere. And maybe you could use it when you go on trips or something like that. If you stay at a hotel or something like that, then you can use it. But when you walk around in stores or something like that, it's really inconvenient to carry around. Like, I wanted to get a handheld console that I could easily put in my pocket, like this, put in my pocket. so I could easily carry on like a phone. And then when I feel like I don't know, waiting for maybe, I don't know, my mom or sister when they're done buying their clothes or something like that, or done wearing them or something like that, I could just sit back, relax, and play a small handheld console. And then after then I just put it in the sleep mode, and then that's it. I currently turned it off, but every time I turn it on, every time I turn on the PSP, it gives me so much nostalgia. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is about starting up screens for older consoles. It feels like game developers put more life into gaming than how they do it nowadays. Nowadays, just like empty space. Everything is about interactive movies and whatnot. But with PSP, I could just play older games without any issues, like PlayStation 1 games. Some games are not very optimal. Some PS1 games are not very optimal for PSP. Like, for example, Ape Escape is a good example. I originally wanted to get a PS Vita. I might get a PS Vita someday in the future, but I'm not sure if I will ever get it. But with the PSP, PS Vita is the fact that it costs way too much, and the only places I could actually get a PS Vita is either from Japan or the United States. And right now, I don't want to waste too much money because I also bought a very expensive, like, a beard machine. I don't know what to call it, like a razor. I think it's called a razor. And because of that, I cannot go willy-nilly with the money. Right now, I'm trying to saving it, and also I need to find a job as well to earn more money, of course. But the fact that I own an official PSP console is insane. Now, of course, and unfortunately, I don't have a single PSP game on the system. There are save files for PSP games, but those are save files from the previous owner. Those save files are Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection and Sims 2, and those are the only two games I saw on the PSP. And the save files, let me turn on the console real quick. As you guys can see, I turn it on. It's gonna start up soon. Oh my god, that sound effect, man. Yeah, there it is, PSP, fully functional. It is crazy, man. Like, the fact that I own a PSP console is just nuts. So yeah, there's saved, as you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see it. Save data utility. Yeah, there's some PS1 games. I played Marvel vs. Capcom for the first time I actually played. So you guys, yeah, 24th of December, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, this was sold, like, man, recently. Like, as you guys can see, Tekken Dark Resurrection, 24th of October 2024, and Sims 2. Wait. Oh god. And Sims 2. 2009. Oh my god, that is crazy. But the fact that I own a PSP console, I'm gonna turn it off so I don't waste too much battery. But the fact that I officially own an official PSP console is crazy, because I always wanted one when I was when I was younger, and I never got it. But then a few years later, I just like see it in a gaming store. I'm like, I want this. I want to try it out, and now I have it. I have my very first official PSP console. Yep. Like I said, this is the 2000 model. I know there are 2000, 3000 models which are better versions of PSPs, I heard. But since there were no newer versions of the PSPs, I bought this for 79 euros. Like I said, it is a used console, but in a very solid condition. I haven't tried the UMDs. I did see UMDs, but I didn't buy a single game because a lot of covers and game names and stuff like that were in German, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna buy a German like cover or something like that. There was Ben 10 Protector Earth on PSP, but unfortunately I did not get it because the game the case was cracked, and I was not okay with the cracked case. Basically, I could have asked the store owner to change the case, and maybe I could buy it with the same price with the game. But overall, the fact that I own a PSP console is incredible. I also hacked it, jailbroken it, and that's why I can play games like Pokemon Fire Red through a GBA emulator. Even though it's not the most optimal way to play, Game Boy Advance game, but still, I'm really happy with this purchase because the PSP was an incredible system. I'm still currently still trying to figure out how to download PSP games on my jailbroken PSP. I don't know if the jailbroken stuff is gonna stay once I change the memory card. Hopefully, it will stay that way because I need to change my memory. Like I said, it only has 4 gigabytes of memory, which is not a lot for a PSP, since if you want to download a lot of PSP, PS1 games and stuff like that, and also maybe some emulators as well. I don't know what is the most optimal storage for PSP. I think over 500 gigabytes is good enough for a PSP console, and we shall see if I get a PSP games, or if you guys have any links or know any links. If you guys own a PSP console, send me the links in the comments, and maybe send me a link how to properly for me to find a proper way to download a PSP game on my jailbroken PSP, because UMDs, even though they're kind of cool, they're kind of crap as well. They easily scratch, and the PSP makes it like a very, very weird sound when you play the game on the UMD. A lot of people played PSP games back in the day with UMDs. You can watch the movies. Yes, you can watch movies on this damn thing, which is something Nintendo Switch doesn't have. But I feel like buying more physical copies for PSP games is gonna be fucking insane. Like, I already have physical copies for PS2, PS3 games, even some movies and stuff like that. But even though I do prefer physical media over digital media, with the jailbroken stuff, it doesn't matter. It stays in your console forever, and it belongs to you. I tried to download some of the games from my some PS1 games from my PS3 to my PSP, but I needed to sign up on a PlayStation Network account on a PSP, but I could not do that because try to get to make the internet work on a PSP is a pain in the ass to do. But overall, I wanted to do this video for a while. I apologize if it's kind of delayed. Like I said, a lot of things happened. Few days passed. I also need to tomorrow. I'm gonna watch the Dunk or whatever, the part 2 or whatever the movie is called. A movie modern Hollywood hates, and I'm gonna watch it so I could add more salt to the wound to the way modern Western entertainment industry is going. So yeah, hopefully someday I will find a way to download and play PSP games on my PSP, and if there are problems or something like that, there is a 2-month guarantee. I still keep the check for the PSP, so yeah. I'm having a blast playing my PSP because it is more comfortable playing a small or handheld console than it is playing on a Nintendo Switch, like the original version. I know people like Nintendo Switch, but I feel like Nintendo Switch practices are kind of stupid, especially for how they sell all their games. Like, for example, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Mario Odyssey. Even to this day, it's still sold for 60 euros /dollars, depends on what region you live in, and it is kind of insane. But the fact that man, I'm just gushing out about how I got a PSP, man. Like, like getting the hold of this console feels amazing. Like I said, the battery life is not the best. I'm gonna try to get a better battery for the PSP in the near future, and maybe buy an external storage area so I could put in actual micro SDs in there. Like I said, I think 500 gigabytes is gonna be good enough for a PSP. Hopefully, if not, then I'm gonna download. Then I'm gonna try to buy a bigger one, like a 1 terabyte one or something like that. Like I don't know, because it is crazy that I own a PSP, man. I just keep rambling, man. Like that is crazy. But overall, yeah, that's about it. Like I will end this video here. I'm just happy that I got the chance to get a PSP, and I'm gonna put it in my shelf, put it inside one of my shelves, and then move on. But anyways, what do you guys think of the PSP? Have any of you had a PSP? And what do you think of the console? Did I make the right purchase to buy a PSP or not? Let me know in the comments down below. And leave a like if you want to support me, and also subscribe. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling on. Like I said, YouTube is not something I want to make as a career, but still, I just love sharing my passion, my love for either animation or gaming with you guys, especially when it comes to older stuff, and hopefully I will continue doing that in the near future. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, and this is Alan117 signing off.